Hey everyone, it's Alexis with Create Your Future, and I'm back today with another video. Today I have a bunch of success stories about people that have written in about my course, Get Your SP Now. So I just wanted to go over information about my courses and how they can help you to recreate your specific person or recreate anybody in your life. So I'm going to go over that today, which is pretty fun. And before I get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the bell icon in the box below and you get notified every time we post new videos. And a reminder, we're still having our giveaway. So every time that you comment on how law of attraction, law of assumption, or coaching has helped you change your life, you get put into a pool of people, and we're giving away 3 free coaching sessions. So for those of you also that have been following along, my nails are still red. I think they were red in the last video. So if anybody manifested like a Ferrari red, I got this because I went to Vegas. So you guys, today, I just want to go over the course that I made, Get Your SP Now. I'm getting a lot of people who are writing in success stories, and they're getting something, they're manifesting something that almost all of my clients who are trying to manifest the recreation process in their SP, they want. And that is contact. So it's really interesting that people are going through, I like to say it's like a systematic process for recreating your specific person that I guide you through in the course. Now they're getting contact because they're manifesting the new version of the person that is coming towards them, who loves them, who likes them. And they're also changing the relationship dynamic in the relationship. So then therefore they're getting contact. So everybody who books sessions, especially for their first couple of sessions, a lot of people, when they're having issues with an SP, they want to manifest 2 things: phone calls, text messages, which really is contact, or FaceTime, just more communication, right? A lot of people want to get constant communication, constant text messages, constant phone calls. Well, it's really important to think about what connects 2 people who are in relationships, right? So I'm just going to use these 2 pens because you guys know I love my office supplies. So let's think about what connects 2 people in love and relationships in your 3D reality. Big misconceptions people have about what connects 2 people is that it's status, money, maybe it's sex. Is a big misconception that sex, if you're hot, you're sexy, you're having a lot of sex with a man or a woman, that means love, or that means that we're connected. Well, for most of us to psychologically be connected and to want constant communication with someone, it's because we like to spend time with them. We feel emotionally connected to them at the conscious and the subconscious level, and we like who they are. We also like how we feel about ourselves when we're around that person, which causes us to do things like be constantly connected, send text messages, send phone calls. So again, think about this in a deeper way. The clients of mine who have purchased my course, that's a wonderful price, you guys. It's available on the website under my name, under Law of Attraction Courses on createyourfuture.co, who have used the course. The clients who have used this course, I guide you through a systematic process that I've developed to recreate the relationship dynamic with your SP, to create loving connection and commitment with the SP, and also how to create the person themselves. So if the man, I'm going for stereotypes. You know what? Let's not. If the man or the woman in your reality who is your SP has a certain personality that you don't like, or they're not taking actions towards you in a way that you would like, I guide you through how to do that. But what I think is really interesting is that these clients are getting connection, they're getting constant communication, they're manifesting text messages, phone calls, FaceTimes, things like that, because they're diving deeper into their manifestational process. They're doing affirmations and intentions, and they're affirming for the version of the relationship that has that deep connection, the deep commitment, where both people, because that's what you ideally want to go for. You are the only thinker in your reality, yes. You are the only one who can manifest in your reality, yes. But what in our 3D experience, in your human physical reality, because you are a spiritual being in a physical body, in our physical experience, what causes 2 people to be constantly communicating is that both of them want to be so. They want to be connected. They want to have that emotional connection. So in order to activate a man or a woman into constantly communicating with you, you just have to do a little bit of a deeper work. So what I've noticed over the years of coaching people one-on-one is that if you are just affirming for messages and phone calls and FaceTimes with someone, but you have a negative story about the person, and or you have a negative story about yourself and your own self-concept, then either the communication will take a lot longer to arrive, or it won't arrive at all. Or once you start connecting with the person, you're not able to maintain the manifestation. So I've been asked a lot of questions also recently about, hey, Alexis, like when my SP contacts me, how do I maintain it? What do I do about it? Well, remember, you guys, that what we're always doing with the proper intentions, the proper affirmations, is we're creating an assumption. So we're activating the law of belief and the law of assumption and creating an unconscious assumption in your subconscious mind, which plays out. So when you do this the proper way and you stick through it and you persist and you go through your blocks, you go through your limiting beliefs and you release your limiters about relationships and people either of the same sex or of the opposite sex, depending on who your SP is, and your limiters about yourself, then anything is possible. But you want to look at it like we're creating an assumption, right? So we're doing affirmations, we're doing intentions, you're changing your conscious mind to affect your subconscious beliefs, which really are just your subconscious assumptions about people, places, and things. So when you do that enough, when you get into the maintenance phase of manifesting, it won't feel like you're doing something because you will have already created the assumption that the person likes you, loves you, feels good around you, things like that. So for every situation, it's different. And I've had a lot of clients who purchase the course and then they purchase coaching, or I've had a lot of clients who do coaching also get the course as like ad hoc, add-on information. Because sometimes, you know, you just need a kind of a look-see into your own personal situation to understand how to dig deeper into what intentions, what thoughts you really need to push things along, okay? Especially when you have limiting beliefs and limiters about your self-concept. So that's where coaching one-on-one is really helpful. And then you have some support with the process. But in any event, so I've had clients do both and both are very successful. The other thing that I wanted to point out today that I've also gone into other videos about is what is your self-concept and what does that mean when I'm working on myself and how do I do that? So your self-concept itself has basic pillars. There's so many aspects to you and your self-concept. Like let's just take four areas of your mind, for example, and just think that in your unconscious mind, which feeds information to your conscious mind, that it's like files, like a filing system. So in one file, you have thoughts and ideas, assumptions about your body image, which usually plays itself out in relationships. Another file, you have thoughts about how successful you are, which might tie into thoughts and assumptions about how smart you are. And another file of your mind, you might have ideas about your, let's say, your abilities in your career, your abilities in your job. That might be another file. And then another file, you have ideas and thoughts right about family and friends, which kind of influences, they all influence each other, right? But when you're doing the mental diet and you're recreating a specific person and your self-concept, which is the basis to all things, you're working on different areas of the brain. You're almost going into your filing system, your hard drive, whatever you want to call it. And with your conscious thinking, you're changing your thoughts and assumptions. Let's just go back to that as an example about various areas. So you guys, once you begin to change that and you do it with persistency, it becomes an assumption. It becomes a belief. Like think about the things you have assumptions about and beliefs about in your physical reality. A really good basic one to think about is the sun coming up, the sun going down. For most of us, like brushing your teeth, doing the dishes. Now, you've never done intentions and assumptions about the sun coming up, the sun going down, or something so menial like brushing your teeth or doing the dishes, right? If you're an adult and you're watching this video. So think of it like that. You have a feeling within your physiology. You have a basic belief, a basic assumption about those things. So that's what your assumptions and your beliefs about your self-concept and then about your SP, they would feel, or it would have the same sensation within you. So that's why a lot of people, once they do a lot of affirmations about one topic, they feel like they don't have to because they built the assumption, which is an unconscious expectation or decision about something. So like you have an expectation that the sun rises, the sun falls. It's the same thing. So just think, if you have any questions about, hey, Alexis, how do I maintain my manifestation? You wouldn't have to think about maintaining the initial manifestation you were intending for once you're in the experience. You would move on to something else, such as if you're manifesting for change within SP and then you're in the relationship, then you would ideally be manifesting for a new phase, like trips, gifts, a wonderful time together, being connected, learning more from each other every day, or growing and expanding in your feeling about love and relationships together, okay? So anyways, to go back to my initial thoughts about this video, is that in the course, I take you through a way to sit down with yourself and to go through all of your thoughts about your SP and how to recreate them. So as an example, let's just imagine that this is, I'm just going to go through as an example, one part of the course, which is manifesting for action items for your SP. Let's imagine that this is empty because it's my empty pen case. Now, if anyone is curious, this video is obviously never sponsored, but this pen case comes from this brand. I got it on Amazon. It's pretty fun because when you put pens in it and then you open it and then you do this, it becomes a pen holder, like if you're traveling, okay? So anyways, I just had to say that. If you think about your specific person and you want them to take action to do something, let's imagine that you clean the slate and that you just have some new ideas about action for your SP, okay? And you want them to call you, right? So my SP always calls me, always FaceTimes me, always messages me. This goes into that area of the mind and your brain and then your subconscious mind about action items. Great. Okay, my SP loves taking me on vacation and buying me gifts. My SP always brings home flowers and loves to cook me dinner. Action item, all right? So just imagine, watch, that now these action items are what are floating around that have connected to your specific person within you and then outside of you in your physical reality. So the thing is before you do this, or let's say you start doing this process, you generally have other action items that maybe you don't like, that the SP does, right? So all of these are floating around together in space. Well, what space meaning in your space and then the space outside of you that is showing up as your SP. So what you just do is you override, let's say all the green pens to get the new action items to happen by affirming and persisting in the affirmations for these. I guide you in the course on how to do this, but then slowly but surely, guys, what's cool is that these dissolve. These no longer exist. Because you thought the new thoughts for so long that the only ones that have the option to show up as action items for your specific person are these, which is pretty cool. So I really found it helpful with myself over the years of recreating a fair amount of people. If you're one of my one-on-one clients and you've heard my funny stories about that, then you know, it really helps to think of different areas of life and different aspects of your specific person this way, that in your mind, you have separations, just like before, how I use the pens, right? That you have different filing systems in your mind. Well, the same thing is for the SP. It's the same kind of analogy. It's just two different visuals here because I get a lot of feedback that people like my videos because of the way that I linearly analyze things and the prompts that I use. So today, it's a different one. But think of it that way, you guys. So if you're trying to recreate your specific person, you really want to understand key aspects to the SP. Now, the other thing about the course, this is the Get Your SP Now course. It also comes with a hypnosis that you can play over and over again. Please not on repetition overnight because you don't need to, in order to lock in the new affirmations about your SP and about being a conscious creator and then also getting what you want. The last thing to go into about this course is that I also take you through a learning style quiz, which helps you identify if you're a visual, auditory, or a kinesthetic learner, and then how to apply that in your reality. So I do not administer the quiz in any sessions one-on-one, and I will not answer any questions about the quiz in the comments below. If you would like to understand if you're a visual or a kinesthetic or an auditory learner, and then how to apply your own unique system and your own unique mind to your manifesting, then it comes with the course. Like, this course is filled with so much information at such an affordable price. It's so fun. And please, if you're interested in that, that's also another component. So once you understand if you're visual and you learn visually, or you're auditory and you learn auditorily, or if you learn kinesthetically through feeling, then you can apply that process into your manifesting to get even quicker, even faster results, which is super fun. So if this sounds fun to you, like I already said, the course is available on the website under Law of Attraction Courses with Alexis, because that's my name. The other course that I have available, just to clear up any confusion, that's How to Become a Master Manifester, takes you through how to create foundational thoughts, foundational assumptions, foundational beliefs, and to lock those into your subconscious mind about basic ideas that are the foundation to everything else, like safety, security, stability, confidence, and loving yourself. So that can be the basis of all your manifesting, because that's so key. If you don't have the foundation of safety, security, and stability in your physical body, in your mind, in your reality, then it becomes hard to maintain manifestations, and it's really hard to focus on anything from the perspective of the SP is an add-on to my life. My relationship is an add-on to my life. You know, because you just want to be looking at it that way. It makes it much easier to focus on getting what you want, you guys. All right, so that's my video for today. And one more time, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I'll see you guys in my next video. Make today awesome. Bye.